This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
Look, I never have a problem going out on a limb. I've never had that problem for 30 years doing radio here in this town. Whether I go out on a limb and I tell you the Indomicon Sue deal is a terrible deal, and I explain why and all that stuff, and whether it's good or bad, whether I'm right or wrong, and I've done it plenty of times where I've been right and I've also been wrong, okay? And I go out on a limb and I say, hey, this is going to happen, and it does or it doesn't, right? And I told you guys that I wanted Tom Brady to come back to the New England Patriots because I wanted to see the Dolphins take them down at full strength. I wanted to see Belichick and Brady, and I saw what Miami did at the end of the year in Foxborough, and I just think the tide is turning. I really do. And we've had this conversation before. I saw Chuck Noll lose it. I saw Tom Landry lose it. I saw Don Shula start losing his fastball also. So don't make it sound like great coaches, all of them stay great all the time. We've talked about this, that a lot of times, most of these situations, they end up ugly, okay? Doesn't matter if you're Joe Montana. Doesn't matter if you're Tom Brady. Doesn't matter if you're Don Shula. You can get pushed out at any time. It is what it is. And Belichick, everything's gone perfect for him at times. Every break in the book has gone his way. Having Tom Brady has gone his way. Okay? And I know that it's really easy to lean to the 1 year with Matt Castle at 11-5. Okay? I get all of that. Super easy to lean that way and say, okay, well, Brady was out. They went 11-5 with Castle. That guy's a badass. Well, he is a badass. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer. He might be the greatest coach of all time. I think things are going to start to fall apart now. And when you went 11-5 with Matt Castle, it's because that was a great team also at that time. He doesn't have a great team right now. That's why they got their asses beat by Tennessee. Okay? That's why Miami beat them in Week 17. So now you lost the greatest quarterback of all time and a slew of players, and you've lost some coaches. And I know he's been always able to recover, but he's always had Tom Brady. I just think he's lost too much this time. And so I saw where the GM of the Bills did what he was supposed to do, Brandon Beane. He goes, the team to beat in the East is the Patriots. He told the media during a video conference on Thursday. And until somebody beats them, they are the team to beat. And as long as Bill Belichick's there, you're talking about probably the greatest head coach of all time that was paired with the greatest quarterback of all time. So until we beat them, we've done nothing. We've got our work cut out for us. He's right. He's right. On paper, that's the way you're supposed to look at it. By tradition, that's the way you're supposed to look at it. But I'm not going by any of that. I'm going by what I think is going to happen in the future. And at the moment, I don't see a quarterback on that team that scares me. If Tom Brady could not elevate them over the Dolphins in Week 17 and could not beat Tennessee, well then, what are they? How good are they? And now they've lost a whole bunch of players. And oh, by the way, Bill Belichick has not done a really good job drafting. He's made a lot of mistakes drafting. And I remind people that all of the other quarterbacks pretty much he's picked, they're not special. Garoppolo's the closest one, and he's a good player, but he's not Tom Brady. So it's not like Belichick finds a great quarterback all the time. He's no Ron Wolf. Let's just be honest here. Okay, Ron Wolf drafts Brett Favre. Okay, he also finds Mark Brunell, Aaron Brooks to a lesser extent, drafts Matt Castle. So I would go with a guy like that, and that's a quarterback track record. Yeah, he got Tom Brady. And he's lived off of all of that. And even that 1 year where they went 11-5, they were overachieving because they lost Tom Brady, and they knew that they were coming and getting him back next year. So it was a pride thing that carries you that year. But if you keep playing with Matt Castle, you're not going 11-5 the following year. I think Matt Castle proved what he was after all of that. And it was an aberration. And guess what? Derek Anderson had that aberration. And plenty of others have had that aberration where they showed up for a season and played well, or half a season and made a run. And people thought, well, maybe this guy's a real deal. And no, he's not. And so my point is that, yeah, on paper, there's no doubt that the Patriots should be considered the team of the division. But I don't believe that's true. I don't believe it at all. I think the Patriots are going to struggle, and they're going to struggle big time this year. And I think they're going to get incredibly humbled by the Bills, by the Dolphins. I don't know about the Jets because I don't trust Adam Gase. I don't trust the Bills quarterback either, but their defense is good enough that they should be able to handle the Patriots. And that Patriot defense, they lost some guys, and they weren't nearly as good as everybody labeled them out to be, including yours truly, by the way, that I thought they were going to be pretty damn good. And they never really played to that elite level that people expected them to be. And, you know, they got a pretty good corner there with the Patriots. I saw a pretty good wide receiver for the Dolphins make him look silly in the final game of the season. I'm just saying. I'm not here, and I just think that the Patriots aren't going to be as special as everybody thinks that they have been in the past. I think we live too much in the past at times with all of this. And so when I look at Tom Brady, that he's now in Tampa, and I see Bill Belichick with nothing at quarterback right now, and as much as I like Jarrett Stidham as a project guy, he's still in his second year with no experience. That's a tough wall to climb. He lost his offensive line coach. He lost the best quarterback in the history of the NFL. He lost several really good players. I just don't see it. Like this team is going to all of a sudden overcome all of this. I think this is the end of an era. That end of an era that we were all waiting for, that we were all dying for. I was hoping that Miami would put the nail in the coffin and kick their ass into the end of that era. But unfortunately, that's not going to happen. But I think what is going to happen, that Miami's going to become the better team in this division over the next couple of years. This year's kind of a transition year, because Miami is still trying to figure it all out. If they get a quarterback outside of Fitz, look out. Look out. But the pace that Miami's going in, the picks that they have, they hit on their picks, which I believe they're going to hit on a lot of the good picks. They're going to take that next step. I'm just saying, man, to me, it's not a given in my eyes that they are the team to beat. I think that's a paper statement. Because if I look by facts and substance, I don't see enough on that football team to say, oh, no, they're worlds ahead of everybody. No, for sure. Buffalo's got a better team than them right now. Buffalo should be the winner of the division, I believe. But I think Miami has a shot because they have Josh Allen. Yeah. The guy that thought they would win 0 and they won 5, now I'm telling you that they may have a shot in this division. Yeah, I do. I thought that the way they handled free agency was masterful. They hit on all the spots that they needed. They attacked areas that they knew was a weakness in the draft. And with the slew of picks that they have, they're going to be able to fix a lot of their issues on offense. that by next year when we roll into that next draft, wow, this team's going to be amazing after we get over to the next draft. I know, I get it. I'm going to get slammed for being too positive about it, and I'm crazy and all that. It's just, I get it. Hey, look, I get slammed when Joe Philbin gets hired, and I tell you, he's crap. He's not going to do anything. But that's what I do. I'd rather tell you, hey, plenty of people are now getting off the Tua bandwagon, or in the last month or two. I was off that Tua bandwagon before the hip injury, that last knee injury. I'm good. I'm good with going out on a limb. If it goes well, you'll praise me, and if it doesn't, you'll slam me. It's all right. It's all part of the game. It's all good. But I'm sorry. I'm not here to give the Patriots the crown. I don't believe they're that team anymore. I just don't. I think they've lost way too much. And in history, I've watched guys kind of run out of juice. And if you look at that Patriot franchise, it looks like now it's finally running out of that juice.
Oh, well, it only lasted 19 years.
Exactly.
Like, good riddance. Go.
Yes. Go away. Go away. I think it's finally going to go away.
And you're not supposed to be with salary. You're not supposed to be able to do that.
No.
At the most, right? A 4 or 5 year run. Correct?
Now, 4 or 5 year run in football is awesome.
Yeah, that's like the max.
It's freaking awesome.
These guys did 4 times that.
Yeah. So, if we lose to Stidham, then we weren't going to beat Brady and the Patriots this year. Yeah, that's right, but they beat Brady last year. So that's why, I'm not worried about it. Belichick has been a defensive genius for almost 4 decades now, uses KISS concepts. Take away what you do best. Yeah, well, what happened in Week 17? Could he take away Devontae Parker? Ask Stephon Gilmore, who was his bitch. I'm not sure if you noticed that, but Devontae Parker walked onto the field and looked at Stephon Gilmore and says, "You're my bitch today, and I'm going to make you my bitch all day long." So I'm not sure what you're talking about, but that's what I'm telling you. The genius, not so genius anymore. Why? So what were the strengths of the Dolphins in Week 17? Didn't he need that game for a bye week? So why couldn't the genius take away the strengths of the Dolphins? A stripped-down Dolphins team. You go. That's what I'm telling you. People are falling into the past. That's all. It's lazy thinking. Well, Belichick did it for 20 years. He's going to continue doing it. What? Yeah, where's Tom Brady, dude? Like, I get when Bill Walsh is going to continue winning because he's got Steve Young. I get it when you're the Colts and you feel, no, we can move away from payment. We got Andrew Luck. What's he got? Tell me what he has. What is it? What scares you about that Patriot offense? Please tell me. What receiver is terrifying you in the Patriot offense? Sony Michel breaking down in every other play scaring you too? Don't believe the hype. Don't fall for the hype. I'm telling you. This division is as open as it's ever been. It's lazy thing. How many times do I tell you guys that we have too many people that are just tools and they don't think for themselves? They're just lazy, and then they hear some talking head or they read something the writers say, and then they just repeat it. Yeah, no, Dolphins are tanking. Dolphins are tanking. Well, yeah, then what happened at the end of the year when they had 5 wins and they went 5-4? How's your tanking theory working out now? Oh, that's what they all said. Who? The Dolphins didn't say they were tanking. They didn't walk out there and say, well, we want to purposely lose. They never said that. They just said they were going to rebuild. And we told you rebuilding with youth is what they do. And you're going to lose a lot with youth. And guess what? They ended up winning with youth. I'm telling you, don't believe the hype. The wheels are going to start coming off the Patriots. And your beloved Miami Dolphins are going to be there to take over that division. It's going to happen. You will see. Watch the next couple of years. And this year, I wouldn't be surprised if the Patriots don't even make the playoffs. Okay? In fact, it's the other way. I'd be surprised if they make the playoffs. That's how much I think the wheels are going to fall off. I think it's lazy to think that all of a sudden you lose a franchise quarterback and you're going to overcome that. Only because of Matt Castle. That's it. That's the only reason the lazy thinking is out there.
That one guy, Brady, makes up for all their shortcomings. And short
receivers.
Short any area that they're weak. You know what I mean? They don't have a bunch of backs. Blah. He makes up. The receivers, yeah, we've talked about it. Well, Randy Moss. That's it. Everybody else is, whatever. That one guy, they don't have that bridge to fill that gap anymore. That guy's not there.
No, he's not. You got a napkin. Spilled a bunch of water here.
That could be arranged.
Please. All right. Anyway, so but that's just me. That's fine. Save the video. Save the audio. Use it against me later on. Make fun of me.
It'll be podcasted.
Yeah, it'll be there. It won't go anywhere.
It's looking like segment number 5 for April 3rd.
Yeah. So, what can I tell you? But I'm sorry. I don't believe the hype. I am not believing it whatsoever. No way.
Hey, I got an idea. Just take a break, man. You've been at it for 45 minutes, sir.
Well, we haven't taken a break yet in this first hour, right?
That's what I'm saying, man.
All right, so let's just go to the top of the hour, and then we'll just take the break
okay,
there.
then I'm going to go get a napkin.
Yeah, go ahead. Get the napkin, and I'll just there's a couple of things.
Continue moseying on?
Yeah, there's a couple. I mean, there's plenty of things to talk about here on the program today, which is good.